Hey guys! So we've had some awesome questions so far. So glad you guys are thinking through things, planning through things, getting yourself set up and wanting to learn more. So question about the protein bars. How do I know how they fit into my plan, and how do I know how to count them as one carb or one fat or one protein? So I was going to show you a couple options. That I don't have the label in front of me for the actual bars on the packet, so we can definitely work on that for you guys if those are packets that you guys have picked up and you liked. If you have a specific question on a specific item, obviously send it our way, but I'm hoping to just kind of like show you guys how to do it, and then hopefully you know how to do it moving forward. So kind of we'll check out these labels. These are just, this is an old box that I found that was just, you know, chilling in the pantry empty. So my husband really likes these. These are those Belvita bars. And then I was going to kind of go over this Fiber One protein bar. So these aren't the ones that we necessarily listed. They're not the cleanest ones. You know, we just kind of tried to pick some super healthy, clean ones that we still like the taste of. It doesn't mean that you're limited to those options or that you can't try new things or eat something that, you know, has an ingredient that you're not sure of. You know, once in a while, obviously we got to live our lives, but these are my examples for today. So this one, I think the label is going to be a little bit easier for you to see. What's one carb? So one carb is about 15 grams of total carbohydrates. So of course we care about sugars, but all that is included in this total carbohydrates number, and it's backwards to me, so I'm pointing. So I don't think it's gonna look right for YouTube. I'm gonna tell you that I think that number is 35. So total carbs, that bold number is the one that you look at, 35 grams of carbs. So one carb is about 15 grams of carbs. This is 35. I would count this as 2 carbs. So I would, if this is added into your breakfast, that's great. It's probably a little high for a snack, I would say, you know, for what our plan calls for. Total fats, that's on the top. Total fat is 8 grams. So for fat, I would try to say, for these protein bars, try to stick between 5 to 10 grams. And then that would be one serving of fat, between 5 to 10. So I have those Lara bars, and there's 10 grams of fat in those suckers, but you do get the healthy fats. So that's what I'll say about this. I'm not sure, you know, where the fat is coming from. I would have to look. But you want to try to get those good healthy fats versus the saturated fats. So when you're looking at these bars, you know, you want to get good fiber, you want to get good protein, you want to get good healthy fats. So that's what we kind of, you know, shoot for, because those are going to be beneficial to us. We're getting nutrients from them. So carbs, fat, so I would count this as one fat because it's 8. So I would try to, like I said, try to stick between 5 and 10. Protein, I would say shoot for about 8 grams or more. So I would count that as 1 carb serving. And that would be perfect for a snack, you know. So this one has 4. It's okay. It's all right, you know. You get there's 2 grams of fiber, just okay. Just for practice, I'm going to show you this one as well. These are Fiber One protein bars. I'll be honest with you. I really like the Lara bars right now. You know, these aren't great snacks. We would probably, sorry, I'm sitting on my feet. We'd probably rather you have the fruit or the vegetable, you know, get the real thing with the fiber that you have to break down. You know, your body absorbs those nutrients so much more. You're getting such a nutrient dense food item, and then obviously you would add in a fat or a protein as well to get a good balanced snack that's going to stick with you. You know, try to find a healthy protein and a healthy snack or a healthy fat. But this, I kind of use these sometimes I'll save my snack for after dinner, and it's kind of like a little dessert. So these are kind of my little naughties, you know. All right, good job. My son finished his apples, yay. So just for practice, I would go through this. I'm going to go through this one too. So carbs, 1 carb serving is 15 grams of carbs. Now, obviously, unfortunately, it's not going to be in increments of 15, 30, 45. You're going to have to do a little bit of math. So I'd say give or take 5. So this guy is 18 grams of total carbs. And remember, we care about sugars, but what we really want to count is this total carbs because they're included in this number right here, 18 grams of carbs. And I know you can't see that well, but I just want you to see that you're going to look at the bold total carbs. 18 grams, I would count that as 1 carb. It's closer to 15 than it is to 30, right? So I would count this as 1 carb serving, which is why I kind of like these as a little dessert because it's only 1 carb serving. And I think they're good. You do get 5 grams of fiber in this guy, so that's pretty good. Protein is okay with 6. Like I said, we want to shoot for 8 or more to actually count it as 1 protein. And then fat is 6 grams. So between 5 and 10, I'd probably count it as 1 fat. So I'd probably count this guy as one fat and one carb. So your carbs, 1 carb serving is about 15 grams. You have to do a little bit of rounding. If you have something that's like 27 grams, that would be more like 30. I'd round it to 30 and it would be 2 carb servings. For protein, we want to look for 8 grams or more. That gives us a good amount of protein. We can count it as 1 protein. Fat, we want to try to stick between 5 to 10 servings of fat. The ones that we listed are going to give you, we know that those give you good healthy fats. Like I said, I kind of use this as a little treat. It's cookies and cream, but the macros aren't terrible on that. Last thing, calories. So with a bar like this, something that's going to be a snack for you, you want it to be between 100 and 200 calories. So that's going to be comparable to what we put on there, the fruit or the veggies, with the protein and the fat. This is 140. So this is a perfectly fine snack. This guy's a little bit higher. This guy's 230. It's given me 2 carb servings with 35 grams of total carbs, 4 grams of protein, okay, 2 grams of fiber, okay, and then 8 grams of fat. So these guys are okay. I would add this into a breakfast, but then you would have to be mindful of what else you're adding with it. So maybe you would add this on an emergency day with a piece of fruit, and then you'd be up on your carbs. So I hope that helped. If you have specific labels or specific protein bars, post the labels. We can walk you through it. We can tell you what they are. But I hope that kind of helps. Outside of the protein bar world, when you're looking at labels, we kind of a good guideline is the 5%, 20% rule. So I'm not talking snacks here. I'm just talking food items. And this is just if you're looking at a label and you're like, is this good? Is this bad? What the heck's in here? Is it, there's a daily value on the side here. So for the stuff that's good, fiber, you'd look at that fiber number and anything close to the 20% is good. Sodium, fat, protein as well in some cases. Sodium, fat, saturated fat, the things that you want to limit, you want to look at those daily percentages and you want them to be closer to 5%. So that's kind of a good rule of thumb. So if it's something good, you want it to be closer to the 20%. If it's something bad, you want it to be closer to the 5%. So if you're looking at something and the total fat is, 25, 30% of your daily value in this one item, you may want to pass on that one item, or that's an item that you're only going to have once in a while. So you want those bad numbers to be closer to the 5%. They're going to fit into your day a lot better. They're going to be lower in calories, all that jazz. So, I don't know. Quick review. I know I focused a lot on protein bars because that was the specific question. If other food items come up, please let me know, but you'll use the same guidelines. So I did type them out in that post. The carbs, the protein, and the fats, kind of how to know, how to count them, what makes them one, you know, amount. So if you have any other questions, let me know. Otherwise, I know that was a really quick little breakdown, but I hope it helped. Keep planning, keep prepping. Let's get ready for next week. Super excited, but enjoy your 4th of July first, because self-care is just as important. So have a good holiday. Keep posting us your questions. We will keep showing up to help you, and talk soon. All right, bye-bye.